Hey, what's up, rock stars? This is Alex Bourne coming at you from the Midwest, and today I want to talk about, I want to clarify what I've been saying on easy guitar books and piano vocal guitar arrangements. I just made a video about guitar books, and there was just some points that I wanted to clarify on regarding those specific kinds of books. And basically my issue with the piano vocal guitar books and the easy guitar books is that they're not as easy as they sound, which is unfortunate because they're often marketed to beginners and students that just want a simple way to play a song. And when I say they're not easy, I'm not speaking from my perspective. I'm always thinking about the student. I have the student in mind when I say that, and I don't think they're easy for the beginning student or the beginner at all. And if you've ever looked at those books, basically what they do is they kind of fit all the chords in the same area of the neck, which necessitates a lot of different chord shapes. And having so many chord shapes is, I think, obstructs beginners from having confidence in the beginning stages of playing guitar, and continuing in the first couple weeks or months. See, I'm always thinking from the student point of view. I mean, maybe that's because I'm a teacher, but when you're first learning guitar, the biggest obstacles are just like putting your fingers in the right place, or keeping them there, or making them do what you want when you want, and maybe it's trying to stay out of the way of other strings that you want to hear in your chord, and playing with certain parts of the finger, and all these things are a lot of things to think about when you're first learning chords. And it can be the difference between a chord sounding good or a chord sounding bad. And if there's, if you have a bad sounding chord or too many of them, a beginner tends to get frustrated, and it's more likely that they're going to quit. So I think it's unfortunate that a lot of teachers and even publishers kind of lose sight of this fact when they're publishing these books. The reason I say that is because simply because you fit so many chord shapes or so many chords in one area of the neck, it necessitates a lot of different fingerings. Okay, so if you're a beginner and you have, what's going to be easier for you? Is it going to be easier if you have 20 different fingerings to play, or is it going to be easier if you have one or two different fingerings? I would probably go with a one or two different fingerings. And you can get away with that many if you choose a versatile chord shape, a movable shape where you can just plug in on different areas of the neck depending on what chord you need, and that'll make things easier. And that's critical because you want to keep confidence high and keep things sounding good or decent, in the beginning stages of learning guitar. And so I think a lot of teachers lose sight of this fact and think that just because someone has been playing for 15 years and an easy guitar arrangement is easy for them doesn't mean it's going to be easy for a student on a guitar. So the way The way I would do it is just find movable chord shapes, like power chords. And you can see examples of this in my videos, especially like the One Direction videos, where I just simplified things and condensed them because I knew I would have a lot of beginners looking at them, at those videos. Simplify things into power chords. So you learn one power chord, move it around to different places on the neck, and that's taken care of. You don't have to learn a different chord shape for every single chord in the song. So I hope that clarifies things. Bottom line is just, think from a student's perspective. And that's hard to do because you've just been playing for a long time, and it's hard to remember what it felt like to be a beginner. Sometimes what I do is, just to refresh my mind, just kind of get it in a beginner point of reference again, is flip your guitar over. If you're right-handed, flip it over so that you're playing the fretboard with your right hand. And try to play something that's really familiar to you, like Smoke on the Water, with your right hand though, okay? And now your picking hand is going to be your left hand. Or if you're the opposite, do the opposite. So you kind of, get an idea of what it's like to be a beginner again. And then maybe it will be a lot easier to understand. So I hope that clarifies things. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But if you have any questions, please leave them below. I will answer anything that's decent. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Bourne. Cheers.